Oop, okay, here we are. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. We are live. We are live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Watching Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, also Cabo Verde versus Saudi Arabia as well. Very an interesting group, this one. Uruguay really need to win. Um, Cape Verde also probably should need a win. But the primary game is Spain Uruguay, but Cape Verde is also something. But yeah, let's see what happens. Right now, as you can see, um, Spain have 4 points, Uruguay have two, Cape Verde two, and Saudi Arabia one. Spain do have to be a little bit careful here. Loose ball. And Spain again, and it's Yamal corner. I mean, Uruguay, you're making mistakes, and that was Agate. Was it Bentancur or Agate that made that blunder? One of those two. It's usually one of those two guys, man. Both of them awful seasons. Awful seasons. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't do a split screen thing, so I can't split this much. They should. I don't know why in the 20th century there's not a function on terrestrial TV streamers where you can split screen and watch both games on the same. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yamal, Yamal, Yamal. Ooh, too much. But Pedro and Yamal, I think if you are Uruguay, a bit worried. Bielsa, but it's going to be a tall order. Spain also need to be a little bit, look over the shoulders a little bit. Of course, Saudi Arabia can't get ahead of them, but if Cape Verde were to win and Uruguay were to win, Spain would come third, and then that would make things a little bit tricky for Spain, a little bit, not completely, but so. But so far, even a point would be enough for Spain to top the group, I think, from what I can see. Because they've got better goal difference than the other two teams that have got zero goal difference, unless Cape Verde do a madness against Saudi, which they could if they actually come out and play and attack. But we'll see. No, Simon. Free kick to Uruguay. We're brought in, and can Unai Simon grab it? Oh, is that a foul? I mean, the referee doesn't seem to be interested. Referee is not interested. So, bit lucky for Unai Simon. Like I said, Spain have to be just a little bit careful. So the Cape Verde game on as well. Yeah, both teams because they both have because Saudi and Cape Verde have stuff to play for. Yamal corner. Saudi at least not disgracing themselves. I mean, they've got at least more football heritage than Qatar. Qatar, yeah, okay. But no corner. To Spain. Mm. It's 1 a.m. here. I'm not staying up too much as I would like to. Corner. Yeah, I don't think you're going to beat the tall Uruguayans from corners, Sky Spain. So yeah, it's not happening. You need to cut them open. But the Uruguay are pressing well. They know they need to win here. They know they need to win. Ready outside? Although, as it stands, if things stayed the way they were completely, everyone would actually go through in this group, from what I can see. So it's a bit weird. Like, there's a lot to play for in this group, but actually, if things stay the way they are, everyone will go through. Spain, Uruguay will be second, and Cape Verde will be third. So yeah, I say Uruguay needs to win. I don't think Uruguay technically needs to win. A draw actually wouldn't be a bad result against Spain. Will they get it is another, but it wouldn't be a bad result. The factors are actually about one, uh, does Spain will top the group, which would make things easier for them, and Saudi Arabia, who obviously, if they don't win, are going home. So Saudi Arabia is the is the deciding thing because it's a good ball out. Yamal gets it, and Yamal gets it. Yamal again. It's a good tackle. Was it offside flag off? Hmm. Looks looks onside to me again. These close ones, I thought they're not supposed to blow. Oh well. Uruguay defending decently in the beginning and now trying to break. It's a good ball, and he's offside. Cape Verde need to not lose, and they should be fine going through as well because they have 0 goal difference. Yeah, but the nightmare scenario for both is if Cape Verde win and Spain win, then yeah, 2 points are going to be enough for Uruguay to get through. But based on the current table, a draw is enough for everybody except Saudi, which is why I think it's interesting. Oh, that's poor. Was that Rodri? Oh, Pedri, high arm. Oh, so Maeda, okay. Big Birdie seems to be dropping deep, giving Saudi Arabia the ball. Waiting for the counter, it seems. Strong challenge. And Spain won the ball. We could win the ball there. Well done, Yamal. No, referee says fine. Unlucky Yamal. Yamal turn, get ahead in the game. And meanwhile, Cape Verde on the attack here. Cape Verde on attack. Cape Verde. It's going for a throw in. Oh, big up Chainsaw, man. Hope you're doing well. Do you think, actually, just a curious for Chainsaw, do you think I should continue with the Red Devil Multiverse channel? I got so many reviews to post and do and stuff. Like, it's just um, find the time to record, edit, and stuff. But yeah, it's tricky. Well, you should carry on. Well, thank you for the motivation. At least I know there's a couple that you're watching, and yes, SB as well, man. Thanks for dropping by, guys. I not watching again right now. How is it so far? It's both a. I mean, unlike the previous groups, because obviously I think a lot of things were settled. Like today with France, Norway, really it was just first between second, and was Senegal going to get the job done right, which they were because Iraq aren't good. This there's a lot more I think at stake. Like in a weird way, if everything stays the same, Spain, Uruguay, and Cape Verde will be okay. But you know, there's a lot in terms of positions. You know, Uruguay win, um, they actually top the group. Um, well, it depends on what Cape Verde do, but they could also top the group. So Spain, if they lose this game, could potentially be in scenario where they're third, um, or things stay the same. And you know, so this is more. I think there's more at stake in this group. Just like at 4 a.m. when Belgium and UK play, there's more at stake there. Whether they'll oh, Yamal Isabel, come on, a terrible touch. Literally, at this point, Spain is Yamal FC, man. You know, which is why I don't think they're going to win the World Cup. Because as soon as Yamal has just marked out the game, what does Spain have? Nico isn't playing, so. But yeah, so far it's a game. Uruguay actually but started better than I thought they would. As for Cape Verde, case Saudi, yeah, again fairly even so far. I'm just, but yeah, I saw it. I saw it. How do you do that VTuber stuff, by the way? I've seen a lot of people do into VTuber. It's like a whole community thing and stuff like that. So I don't know if I would ever get into it. So, but I like the idea of um, mimicking the voice of Shadow and getting him to do certain things. Happy with Senegal. Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm still think that after their performance against Norway, they don't deserve to be Afcon champions because that was an awful performance, and they're always going to be Iraq. But as it stands, they're facing England, so that will be an interesting test. Why did Holland play? Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, to rest him against Ivory Coast. Okay, I don't know. For me, you need momentum in games, but that's what they did. They wanted to rest him, so. I got Cape Verde. Yeah, I mean, I think Cape Verde will, but I don't think it's going to be in the manner of Spain, for example. Um, it's going to take a bit of time. Yeah, no, Spain for me. Spain's biggest thing is that like I just don't think that they have a good number. I mean, Oyarzabal is okay, but he's not really on the level of Kane, Haaland, or any of England's front three. So they'll struggle in that department. And I think and defensive as well, keeper wise, I'm not confident. So we'll see. Saudi Arabia having a lot of the ball, and Cape Verde, but obviously Saudi need to win as well. So I can see a situation where similar to England, Italy, Uruguay, and Costa Rica, with Costa Rica topping. Oh, so it's in this instance it'd be Cape Verde topping potentially. Oh, but the only way that will happen is if Spain lose or draw. because well, draw will be tricky because Spain's GD is about 4, so they'd have to lose. They'd have to lose it. Okay, Jamal, 5 defenders around him. Oh. Darwin Nunes. No, he's not. No, he's not. So relax. No, he's not. He. Oh, he's an interesting striker. Okay. I've done B2 in the past. Come using PNG tubing as it's easier. Basically using Discord. I see. I see. Yeah, I didn't know how to. Maybe when I get into next, I didn't know how one does it. Because I've seen the people do it, and I'm like, oh, how they actually get it done? How they do it? Is it like a different experience of streaming? Is it just entertaining? It's the. I remember back in these early channel days when I used to play PES and I'd stream it, doing it live, and I'd stream it to get. It was good. And I actually wouldn't streaming those things. It's just that for me, as soon as they stopped making PES, I quit playing football video games. I switched out on FIFA a long time ago when they started just making about money grabbing. PES at least tried to have some authenticity left, but they stopped it, so I stopped playing. So Norway rested their starters because Norway has 3 days till next game. So they already qualified and they don't want to risk any of them. 3 days. Yeah, I mean, I get that. Like I said, I don't think anyone can criticize them because they work. Because fundamentally, no one got injured, I guess, but they lost the game. And I think there's people making the argument that if they'd won, or at least tried to win, if they'd won, they might have faced a easier opponent. But yeah, I hear that. Okay, still 0-0 in both games, so it shows you how cagey and fair they are. Well, Llorente. Another cross saved by keeper. Hydration break, man. Which is booing, but man, Yamal is just basically just running the show, man. Yamal is running the show. If Yamal gets injured, Spain don't have a chance. Simple, a link added Discord. Simple, a link added Discord to I could use my face cam as I've been on the pod and on Coppish in the past, but I like reading which here's the best motivation I've learned. I keep streaming as I enjoy it in games I play like Auckland and Halo. Yeah. I think for me with gaming, for me it's just time. And when you don't to keep up, like I really wanna here I go, just game section, but it's time. And then when I do have the free time, I'm like, oh, I could make extra money here, or I could, try and do stuff for the YouTube channel, etc. And so those or other things I need to catch up on. So that's what tends to happen. So gaming is only really if like going somewhere. But anyway, yeah, the key thing to keep things enjoying because I'm a United fan, the passion. That's why I read those. Otherwise, this channel would have closed dead a long time ago. Long time ago. That's the Red Devil multiverse. Yeah, I just need to just put the videos out there and then just see. I watched Disclosure Day recently. I'll not yet watch Toy Story, but maybe we'll watch that next week. But Disclosure Day was from Steven Spielberg was okay. I don't think it was that good. but it was okay. It was passable. In a way, I'm hoping this result stays. We can see Argentina versus Uruguay around, but that is true. That is true. I mean, it's a weird one because I think if Uruguay lose, basically, if any team Cape Verde will win, they go above Uruguay. But I don't think there's a way. Well, I think there is a way. Is there a way for Uruguay to? No, there's not a way for Uruguay to finish bottom. I don't think. I think they'll finish third, whether they win, lose, or draw. Because Saudi Arabia need to win to go above them, and if they win, then Cape Verde would be 2 points. So the only reason if they lose, but yeah, I like the draw thing, but I just the nature of these two games of seeing how I don't think these are going to end in 0-0s. I'd be surprised. Obviously, the scores in the second game will affect this one. So, but I need to watch it. I'm probably going to watch it Super Goal next week, and then I'll post a review of it. But so far, I'm not. I'm hearing very average mixed things, and close from Uruguay. Should really have been 1-0 to Uruguay there. Spain defenders not switched on. It's energized Uruguay. Spain to wake up. Good ball by Yamal there. Man, Yamal just Yamal is Yamal is different, man. Yamal is different. Big up audience. Alberto. Good to see you, buddy. What are the chances that this game becomes Yamal? It's already is a Yamal Glaze session. He just needs to go. Like he literally is. I'm watching it so far, and I'm literally like, all of Spain's creativity is coming down the left, sorry, the right, where Yamal is playing. The chances, the creation come from. I mean, Pedri's done a bit, but it's mostly been Yamal. Like it literally is. If Yamal doesn't start or play, Spain don't play well. So they're going to be relying on this guy to try and deliver them goals and stuff. Millie Alec is getting, yeah, I've seen that. I don't really understand it, to be honest. Oh, here's Uruguayan attack. Is that Darwin Nunez? And yeah, that's why he's no longer a Liverpool player. That's why he's not a Liverpool player. Cape Verde, meanwhile, on the attack here. Cross comes in, keeper saves. Yeah, she's getting. I don't know why. It's like, for me, to be honest, it's one of the reasons why. Like, I just think that just because of the toxic nature of online thing just now, like, just don't bring the hassle. Just don't. Just get off social media. Don't say anything. Just literally just go, do the job, and then come out. Like, it's just not worth it, to be honest. I mean, you can go to fan cons and stuff like that, I guess, because at least you're worth for your fans. But other stuff, just don't bother. I need a Spain. I need Spain second. Can Spain finish third? Yeah, they can. I'm not sure how Spain well, Spain finished second. If no, because a draw or win, Spain finishes first regardless. The only way Spain finished second, I think, here, is if Uruguay beats Spain and Saudi Arabia beat Cape Verde. That's the only reason how they'll finish second, because Uruguay will go ahead of Spain. Spain will be second, and Saudi Arabia will be third, because they'll both have 4 points. But Spain beat Saudi Arabia, so the head-to-head is better. Uruguay attack again. Ooh. And the Cape Verde game, it looks like there's a Saudi Arabia player down that's injured. Let's say Spain play Argentina. Who you got? Argentina. Only because I think they'll be clever and they will find a way to lock out Yamal. I think their midfield. I mean, both midfields. It's a difficult one because they're both relying on the talismans right now. But I just feel like with Argentina, it just looks to me anyway like they have a bit more balance overall. But yeah, they'll both be reliant on their talents to do something basically. And Uruguay on the break again. I need Spain to play Argentina. My goal cannot be dunked on a second time. I need Spain to be go. Let me. In fact, let's look at the. I think the permutations. I want to have a look at the permutations again. Let's have a look at the permutations again. BBC has a good. It's like in live. Knockout stages as it stands. Obviously, Uruguay have a free kick now. And what is Unai Simon doing, man? What is Unai Simon doing? This guy, what's he doing? He's done this a few times. That's another reason why I think Spain will go far. The goalkeeper, I think Ryan's better personally, but he's gone for Simon, and Simon's just banter. And it's a really serious injury, it seems, in the Cape Verde Saudi Arabia game. Looks like he's come up on the stretchers. Not good. Unlucky. Let's look at the let me just quickly share the permutations again. So as it stands, Germany, Paraguay. Oh, teasing ball saved. He has the ball. France, Sweden as it stands. South Africa, Canada, that's confirmed. Netherlands, Morocco confirmed. Portugal, Ghana as it stands. Spain, Austria as it stands. United States, Bosnia, that's confirmed. Egypt, South Korea as it stands. Brazil, Japan, that's confirmed. Ivory Coast, Norway, that's confirmed. Mexico, Cape Verde as it stands. England versus Senegal as it stands. That would be an interesting game, Mexico, Cape Verde, but as it stands. Argentina, Uruguay, and then Australia, Iran, Switzerland, Ecuador, and Colombia, Croatia as it stands. So yeah, you're right. Yamal, man. Jeez, he's doing his thing. Argentina, Uruguay in round of 16. Yeah, based on this pathway, Argentina can't meet or Uruguay. It's just Argentina really, and then they've got a good path really, but just Argentina is a problem of itself. Oh, thanks. Oh, big up Chainsaw for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Thanks. You've always been a loyal supporter, and I genuinely do appreciate it. So, but just out of curiosity, what are your obviously just for having been here for a while and been long. Remember, like, is there anything you think about in terms of going into next season? What you want for the channel? And also maybe some content on Red Dead Multiverse. Like, let me know what your thoughts are now, and I'll find time to make some of the stuff. So hopefully by the next season there'll be some interesting changes. I'll be getting someone to help me post a lot more content and edit stuff so that it won't be as time consuming for me to do, because I'll be hiring someone to hopefully do that stuff for me. So that'll be good. Positive from Uruguay here. But yeah, thanks to the super chat again, Chintzama. Bentacore and over. RDS, if Uruguay play Argentina, do you put money on them to pull the upset just based on rivalry tax? I think they beat them once or twice in qualifiers. They match also has yellow card. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone gets sent off in that game. However, from what I've seen of Argentina so far, they just look. Saudi players are dropping down like flies. They just look to me, Argentina look more of a team, more of an organized team. Than Uruguay. I'm still not convinced on the Uruguay's midfield as well. But maybe, I mean, Argentine doesn't have a lot of pace in it. So yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a lot closer than maybe people think. Like, I don't think it's going to be a 4-5-0 Messi dunk class type sort of situation. It's going to be difficult. The other thing as well is that if it is tight and it goes to penalties, Argentina, Villa keeper, what's his name? I've forgotten his name now. So, but yeah, a superb shot stopper. There's literally Martinez. Sorry, yeah, superb shot stopper. There's literally he's one of the best shot stoppers in the world at saving penalties. So with Uruguay goalkeepers 40 and is slow. But I think that Argentina probably get it done in the 90 minutes anyway. But I hope that answers your questions. Okay. Still 0-0 in both games. Saudi are the ones that really need to step up the game and do something. Everyone else doesn't really need to do much. Reviews and discussions would be great idea depending on the TV series, movie games. Yeah, I definitely want to put more reviews. And I do what I want to do is, I like HHL's on his other half of show. I would like to do lives, like live stream reactions to movies and stuff that released. Watch a movie and be like, the only problem is that because family life, just the time to watch them. So a lot of the movies, reviews and stuff are going to be, if it's a new one, it's going to be might be a little bit late. And then there's stuff for old shows and stuff. Like, I just watched Disclosure Day, for example. That's been out for just under a month, I think. And I could talk about that. Same thing with The Sheep Detectives, which was actually quite a good movie. And that was been a month ago. So I'm a bit behind. TV series are different, though. I still need to put my Spider-Man Noir movie review out, because that was good. I don't know what's going on in the Saudi game. What's happened here? He misses the chance. I don't know what the Saudi Arabia players are grabbing the ref. Is it corner or something? I don't know. I don't know. Confusing. But yeah. definitely on it for the reviews section and things. So I think maybe I'll just review a batch. But anyway, so far also I've got the permutations in the thing. I'll switch it to the thing in a second. Um, who was Spain playing again? Austria, and then I mean this is tasty. If it stands this way, Spain play Austria, and then if it stands this way, they face Portugal. Although this is assuming that Portugal, because Portugal is second, aren't they? This is assuming Portugal don't top their group, and they could beat Portugal on a day because Colombia, where are they? Colombia facing Croatia, and I'm just saying, if if Portugal top their group, they'll be here, and oh, oh my goodness, that is so bad. That is so bad from the Uruguayan keeper, man. That's so bad. You're 40 years old, man. That's a geriatric. Oh my goodness. That is so bad. That shouldn't have gone through, man. I mean, you could make an argument that, Spain, they should have put the ball out, but, you know, it's a shot. Oh no, 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 no. The keeper. It's it's a it's a bad mistake, but it's a terrible mistake. It is a bad mistake, but what I am gonna say is that there is something wrong with the ball because the amount of goalkeepers that I'm seeing, like the amount of, I'm not saying it's a bad mistake. It's awful, but what I am saying is that the amount of what's the word? The amount of why do they want to put the amount of times I've seen keeps in this tournament where the ball touches their hands and still goes in. There's some. It happened to Pickford. It's happened to obviously this keeper. It's happened to so many keepers now where like they just literally just like he shouldn't be beaten there. He should have enough force to push the thing away. Now Agate is injured, man. Well, I think that's bad. Ooh, I think he just overstretched it. I think he overstretched himself. Damn. I mean, is it a sportsmanship thing? Maybe should Spain have put the ball out? Possibly. It's annoying as United fan because we kind of need to sell Agate now he's injured. So, well, that's fun. Oh yes, if Uruguay play Argentina, do you put money on them to pull the? Also, I think I asked this. Well, as it stands, that's not going to be happening anytime soon, man. Because as it stands, Uruguay third, but they've got 2 points, so they are not going to be qualifying. 2 points is not going to be enough. They need to at least draw, or win. A loss is not going to. That's a terrible thing. De La Cruz is on. Maybe should have started. I think Regate. So Cape Verde, just from not done anything, are now second, and Spain are top in the group regardless. So that is where we are. We now got 8 minutes of additional time, which is a lot for the first half. I think Cape Verde will want to at least get something. Yeah, now it's switched from Argentina Uruguay to Argentina Cape Verde. Because Uruguay, as it stands, are going home. Good for Scotland, though, I guess. But unfortunately, DR Congo plays Uzbekistan, and you'd think that they should win. You'd think they should win. I'm not 100% sure about that though, but you think they should win. As for Belgium, goodness knows what they're gonna do. I can't. Looking at the third place teams, I can't call Croatia Ghana. I can't call that game. It could be easily be a draw. I can't call Algeria Austria either. I can't call Belgium New Zealand, and I can't call Congo Uzbekistan. I actually can't call those games. But Uruguay need to win. At the very least, they need to draw so they can get 3 points, and maybe that might be enough on the GD that they have. So they don't have to win, despite what people say, because it might be enough on 0 GD. In fact, it probably will be enough based on the people that have -1, -2 GD, etc. I think it probably would be, as you've got Croatia, South Korea, and Algeria behind you, so I think it probably would be fine. You know, I mean, if you're Uruguay, you are essentially the team, potentially the only South American team going home. Ecuador somehow got through. Paraguay have somehow got through, and Uruguay have not. It's not a good look. Reviews, yeah. The keeper, yeah. I mean, it's he should have done. But the only reason I'm giving a little bit of the benefit of the doubt is that there's something wrong with this ball. I've seen it a few times with keepers where like the ball is shot from like wide, and the keeper has a tip to it like that, and for some reason, it just, I don't know, it's the power or the spin, but it's affecting goalkeepers. And Saudi Arabia, Sky out. They've got 6 minutes. And Cape Verde not need to do something against the Saudis. I don't know how I don't know either. Well, I know how they got a draw against Spain in the first game, and that was a big difference. And then they got a draw against Uruguay. So in theory, they should beat the weakest team, but Saudi also have something to play for. So Saudi win there, and they're through. And I think Argentina's backed by FIFA. I'm not sure about that. I have another idea, but I got it from Ensman TV. We should do a quiz type stream with people you know. AJ Shimano. This would be based on a particular topic like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing that with HH. It's just like me, he's also seems to be time consumed as well. But yeah, definitely to fix it when I have a bit more normalcy in terms of what my weeks are like. All I know is I'm Monday off, but things and stuff, I'm trying to be more disciplined in terms of diaries. But I think as soon as I employ a person to just handle posting, editing, videos, scheduling, all the rest of it, it'll be a lot of brain space, I think. General knowledge or anything, and you can be with anyone. Yeah, right, yeah, exactly. I think that's not a bad shot actually. And before I forget, I forgot I need to actually change the scores here because the scores have changed. I'll bet. I mean, that was a poor, poor goal. But again, the ball. I do think there's an issue with the ball. Uruguay, free kick, and through everyone. Just Uruguay being the only Southern team to not qualify, man. But yeah, no, this is a really good idea, Chainsaw. Um, I've not posted a video in 6 months. Posted shorts, our reactions, not reviews. So I probably do need to. Well, Uruguay won it, and they've yeah, just this Uruguay attack is it's just brickish, man. It's just brickish, and it's oh nice. And Nunez, no. Chainsaw, collect your boy Nunez, man. The guy is new. Darwin Nunez is he's also offside as well. Guy's a bum. He's such a bum, man. He's a bum. Halftime in the Cape Verde Saudi game 0-0. Also, court case vids crimes against entertainment. Court case vids crimes against entertainment. So basically, someone comes up with their contra take or bad take, and that's interesting. That's interesting. I can certainly see that. And certainly, as someone in the comic thing, I can certainly see some people saying that the MCU is the greatest thing ever created, or movie things wise. I can see that, and it's halftime. Halftime. Uruguay have a lot of work to do. It's 1-0 if they want to Spain due to an absolute goalkeeping howler, which I still think in part is contributed by the ball. But it's 0-0 in Cape Verde thingy. So there we go. There we go. But yeah, big up this Chainsaw. So I'll certainly be trying to join your streams. I need to just find a video game I like for one, but I actually have a PlayStation Portable, so that's I don't have a PS5. I just have a PS5 Portable with a subscription. That's it, and I just try and if I can, but again, don't really have the time. Anyway, thanks to those watching. To like, share, subscribe. It's halftime now. We will be right back. Don't go away. Get the halftime rhythm. Don't go away, guys. I've had to quickly just pause my be right back because my buddy Chainsaw has gifted another super chat, which I appreciate, Chainsaw Man. So I'm not on camera yet because I'm still on break, but I see you. So thank you so much. Here's for your consistent content. Keep up the great work. Also, if Bruno flops, we have to do an emoji stream with me cooking him. Also, as well. I mean, um, yes, we might get to that. If he flops we'll have a conversation. But we do have to have a conversation about Wirtz, who's currently flopping, and also Darwin Nunes, who is probably going to leave the competition. So, but big up you, bro. Thank you for the super chat, man. On my, yeah, really appreciate it, man, as always. And yes, definitely need to do some clubs and stuff like that soon. Big up ideas. I'll try and catch as many streams as possible. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I assume you're still working your NHS job if I remember. So hopefully you have a bit more time and flexibility these days to just crack on and do stuff. Adab says Cape Verde needs a goal. Yeah, 0-0 is too risky. They need to win. But the pressure's also on the side to do something, but they need to get something. I feel like with Cape Verde, they're quite a reactive team, though. So I think that they will. Cape Verde will, if they concede, they'll probably nick it again. So I don't trust the side of defense. But then again, they did get a point against Uruguay. So yeah, it is what it is, though. But yeah, once again, big up Chainsaw Man. Thank you for the super chat, man. Really appreciate it. And yeah, see you in a bit. Either join me for the second half, or I'll see you soon. Oof. Okay, second half. Oh, Nunes. Oof. It looks like Uruguay have subbed their keeper. They've subbed him. They've actually subbed him. Muzera at 40 odd subbed him. I mean, it's a difficult one because, yes, okay, he made a bad mistake. He's made some mistakes in the past. But for me, that's all on Bielsa because you made him your number one and started 3 games, and he's made another blunder. And rather than maybe, like for example, why the hell did he run out all that way against Cape Verde? I'm not saying that was just on him, but why did he do that? Sorry, 1 second, everyone. I need to just charge my laptop. Sorry about that. Just need to get my charger. Ah, 1 second again, guys. Sorry about that, guys. We're back. We are back. Charger and all. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Cape Verde's starting to at least dial up the notch a little bit. Shot almost. I mean, the only hope I'd have for because Uruguay have not played that badly. There's still a chance, get a equalizer, and Spain have not played that well. Ooh, good save, but maybe a game. Oh, Yamal, Yamal, Yamal won it. Uruguay need a goal. Three points with their GD should be enough. They need to get a goal from somewhere. Oh, now here's an interesting one. I think because Cape Verde are currently second. I think so. If Spain don't win and Cape Verde get a dub, you will have Spain. I think you'll have Spain versus Argentina in the round of 32, which will be interesting. But Cape Verde need to win. There's still time though, and Uruguay need to get a point. Pedri's down. Pedri's down. Pedri's down. Oh dear. Oh, that's not a good challenge. Oh, that's not a good challenge from Uruguay on Pedri there. Unlucky to Cape Verde. Saudi on the break. Spain 1, Uruguay nil, Cape Verde nil, Saudi Arabia nil so far. As it stands, Cape Verde comes second, and Uruguay are third. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to my. Hello, hello. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my mic. Maybe that's on for a bit. I'm sorry if for those who are watching, if I no one let me know that my mic wasn't working for a while. So I'm sorry about that. I should have been checking. But yes, fundamentally, it's full time, guys. It is full time. Full time, everyone, man. Wow, what a game! Not sarcasm, to be honest. It wasn't a great game. If I was Spain, I'd be a little bit worried because I know they got the goal, but Spain weren't completely out of the waters. Like they did need to get something from this game, and it didn't look like they were that into it. Personally, um, really, it was kind of Yamal or I've said this. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Spain, but from what I've seen so far in the tournament, it generally looks like Yamal or nothing. That's what it looks like. Yamal didn't play against Cabo Verde. Spain gets 0-0. He comes on against Saudi Arabia, and also Saudi Arabia weak team, does his thing, opens up space, and they win there. And this, again, like, it's him down that side causing problems. That's it, to be honest. Oh, look at the Cape Verdeans. They're really happy. They qualify. Wow. Wow. Cape Verde, a population of 500,000 qualifying for the round two. Haven't been into one before. I mean, if you Uruguay, man, I'm sorry. Like, nah, nah, man. These guys are bums. These guys are bums. I'm sorry. They shouldn't have. They should have, at the very least, they should have beaten Saudi. If they'd beaten Saudi in their first game, they'd been through. Like, I'm sorry. I want to have some empathy for the Uruguayans, but you had a chance against Saudi. You conceded first, and then you obviously scored equalizer. But really, Saudi Arabia, the weakest team in this group, you couldn't beat them. Cape Verde, okay, fine, defensive, fine. You scored goals against them, scored two. You gift wrapped to them goals. And in this game, again, you gift wrapped them goals. Bielsa um, starting the keeper. I don't know what it was. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Loyalty, you get him out of retirement, whatever. Um, and then he makes mistakes in pretty much all the games, and then you still decide to start him. He makes another mistake, and then you then sub him off um, at half time. That's almost like spite, almost. I know it's like almost like yeah, he's gonna be sacked, he's gonna go. It's like we're gonna salvage something, I guess. He's gonna make a mistake, but really and truly, Spain really weren't that great. Like I don't remember Spain having that many clear chances, to be honest. Um, Let me see the comments. Got the comments. I've missed them. Um, oh, it's SMB. Is that awful? Yeah, just read the announcement because my laptop is just being a mare. Awful, says SMB. These guys stink. I watched the second half. Some of the worst football I've seen from Bielsa team ever. Exactly. Uruguay's they're just awful, awful football. Although I would argue that I don't think Spain played that much better. I think that Yamal was good, but aside from that, Spain weren't that great. They should have really killed off the game, a second goal. Um, but Uruguay, man, yeah, just oh my goodness, awful. But they've been awful all tournament. And they're crying, they're upset, but they don't deserve to be. At least Cape Verde, ultimately, they kept two clean sheets and they scored two goals, which was enough. Uruguay were not able to keep a clean sheet the entire tournament. They conceded against Spain, they conceded against Saudi Arabia, and they conceded against Cape Verde. They were not good enough. Not good enough. But I want to shout out to Cape Verde, man, to be honest, because they first guys, they're a country of 500,000, man. 500,000. Cabo Verde, 500,000, man. 500,000. And yet, um, they 500,000 first tournament, and they're through to round of 32, where they will face Argentina. I think looking at the as it stands now, I think it's Argentina as it stands. I don't think Argentina. I think Argentina topped the group. I don't think there's a way for them to not. Yeah, it's confirmed. Argentina versus Cape Verde. That's scheduled, so that will be interesting. Um, Argentina will win most likely, but Cape Verde, at least they'll do themselves proud. Saudi is another disappointment. Yes, but in defense of Saudi, um, I don't think anyone really expects them to do much in this group. I think a lot of people, when they saw this, I think they said Spain, um, Uruguay, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia. Especially if you watch AFCON, because I knew that Cape Verde's defense was good. Um, Saudis, I was like, I don't think these guys are going to do anything. And if I'm honest, their progress is they got a point from the tournament. They got a good draw against Uruguay. They were always going to lose against Spain. And in fairness, they got a point against Cape Verde. So I think if you're Saudi Arabia, like, okay, we didn't get through, but we're only out because we finished on the same points as Uruguay. Like the only reason we're out is ultimately is by a point because we lost to Spain. Literally, the only difference between they're showing the goal again. The only difference between Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Cape Verde is that Cape Verde didn't lose to Spain, and that was the first game. And you can make an argument that the fact it was their first game actually suited them because Yamal wasn't playing. Yamal wasn't playing. Spain conceded the draw. Yamal does play. Saudi Arabia lose. Uruguay lose. So it's a terrible goalkeeping. It's a shame, though. It's a shame. Oh, it's a shame. The goalkeeping. So Uruguay's, yeah, of course they are. Uruguay's plays 5 after the game. They're lucky to be in South American qualifiers and have 6 teams. Yeah, it's. I generally thought with the way the new form was that all six were going to go through, and the way it was looking like, I thought Ecuador might. The fact that if you're Uruguay, Ecuador, Colombia, um, Paraguay, Argentina, and Brazil, obviously. But I mean, Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, okay. But Ecuador, Paraguay, those teams ahead of you, the great Uruguay, the great two-time World Cup winner, supposedly, back in the day, those guys, if you're Uruguayan, you'd be like, all the South American teams. I mean, even I think if I look at it so far as it stands, I think 5 of the South American teams will essentially go through. Africa, I think, as it stands, 9 out of the 10 are going to go through because I think the only African team to be finished bottom right now is Tunisia. Obviously, Algeria and Ghana, although I think Ghana have 3 points. Ghana, I think, will probably be fine with the way the third place is. And you got Algeria, I think, is the last one. And Senegal are through. And I think Algeria will probably be fine as well, I think. I'm not sure. I have to look. Um, yeah, this third place thing. Yeah, Uruguay bot there. We're -1 or 2. Algeria, yeah. Although it's a bit touch and go. If Algeria lose to Austria, which is possible, because I think Austria are a better team than Algeria, um, Scotland might nip it. But it also depends on what DR Congo do against Uzbekistan and what Belgium do as well. Yeah, those will be interesting games. I think DR Congo will get something against Uzbekistan. So anyway, yeah, overall, disappointing. Disappointing games, I'll be honest. Disappointing to see the Uruguayan players fighting for what reason, I do not know. Um, you know, they were bad across 3 games. It is what it is. Should you have taken Suarez? Possibly. Would that have helped? Maybe. But yeah, it was a waste. It's just a waste. And they have no one to blame but themselves, quite frankly. Hmm. Anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. Obviously, it's been a stream. Probably gonna round up now soon. So just everyone debating about the things. But yeah, I just think that yeah, only Uruguay can only blame themselves. This, to be honest, really was quite a poor group. I think if you're anything, Cape Verde are probably the standouts because they just weren't expected to do anything. Um, but I mean, if you're Spain, who I think get drawn against, I think for now get drawn against Austria. I think Spain need to improve if they're going to go far in this tournament. And Uruguay need to do some self searching. As for the Saudis, they tried their best. At least they got to the tournament, and I don't think they disgraced themselves compared to likes of Qatar and other nations. So hopefully when they host the tournament next time, they'll be fine. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please try and like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter at Red Devil Studio X, also on Twitch and Instagram as well. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers. Peace. This is slow as everything.